Thank you for tuning in and thank you for supporting us. But if you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so. A British court orders Buhari impostor to release ﷺ Kanu immediately. And they also warned UK doctors attending to Buhari impostor not to treat him if he fails to honor the court order. According to reports, the UK court has instructed Buhari impostor to release ﷺ Kanu, a UK citizen, immediately or face the wrath of the United Kingdom's law. Buhari impostor's doctors have been served with court judgment, and this has put the Fulani presidency cabal and Igbo governors in disarray. Buhari impostor and his Fulani Nigerian presidency cabal will be put to shame and disgraced. His diplomatic passport and immunity will soon be withdrawn as the whole world now knows the truth about his government terrorist agenda in Nigeria and sub-Saharan Africa. That was why his Fulani terrorist advisor, Sheikh Issa Petami, the Minister of Communication, invited notorious Fulani jihadis to Aso Rock to meet with Buhari impostor, whom they claimed to be technocrats in order to deceive the gullible Nigerians and the world. But all their plans had failed. They must release ﷺ Kanu unconditionally. He must be released. You know, the senior pastor of House of the Rock in Nigeria says that Nigerians in the last 8 years have suffered devastating experience and a total disaster under Buhari impostor. He bemoaned the general situation of the country. He lamented the economic hardship and infrastructure deficit that has plagued the zoo called Nigeria in recent years, adding that only an exceptional personality could fix the country, but the Fulani Janjaweed will never allow that to happen. And that is why Biafra referendum and restoration must happen simultaneously. The senior pastor said that with what have been seen going on in Nigeria over the last 8 years, that it has been devastating, that it has been a total disaster. It has ruined Nigerian economy. It has dilapidated Nigerian system, their structure, and their infrastructure. It has dilapidated Nigerian economy. You know, in a way that it will take exceptional personality and exceptional cabinet to actually fix. That would not happen because the Fulani Janjaweed will never allow that to happen. He further called for political participation of the audience, taxing them to play their part. But the truth is that the zoo called Nigeria cannot be fixed. It can never be fixed. Because the Fulani Janjaweed will never allow that to happen. They will never allow that to happen. Several indices of socio-economic development have culminated under Buhari regime in the last 7 years. Material living conditions have been measured at a historically unbearable state for Nigerians, with 133 million people plunged into multi-dimensional poverty, according to figures from the Nigerian National Bureau of Statistics, NBS. That is, the Fulani Nigerian Government Bureaus for Statistics. They gave that figure. I believe it will be more than that. You know, Nigerian tertiary institutions, educations, has also suffered the longest cumulative strike action in its history, disrupting academic plans and calendars for many students in irreparable ways. These challenges, as well as the country's health risk, are worsened by an unprecedented internal security crisis, which has continued to tear apart the country called Nigeria, killing and displacing millions of innocent Nigerians. The zoo called Nigeria is gone. It's gone. And it's gone for good. And that is why our great leader, ﷺ, have advised us, Biafrans, that we should not worry that very soon they will release him from the criminal DSS facility. The Fulani Nigerian government has no other option. No other option. They must release our leader and let him go free. If Fulani terrorists, who are mass murderers, are roaming freely in the zoo, and they are even boasting that nobody can touch them, yet our great leader, the prophet of our time, ﷺ, is held illegally at a solitary confinement. That must stop. And Buhari impostor and his co-travelers, the enemies of Biafra, will all be put to judgment. You know, if we look at what happened to the Nazi Germans after the Holocaust against the Jewish people, a lot of them ran out of the country, disguised themselves so that no one would identify them. But they were all identified. Some even traveled as far as in Argentina and other South American nations. Some went to Caribbean nations. And they were all spotted and fished out. And they were shipped to Israel, where they faced judgment. So Buhari impostor, Fulani terrorist Nigerian military commanders, the criminal Fulani terrorist Nigerian police force, and all their criminal terrorist agencies, they will all face judgment very soon. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, for watching this video. And bye-bye for now. And God bless Biafra. Is